Good morning, welcome to Lone Star Coasterthon Day 2. We're here at Six Flags over Texas for this fantastic event. If you missed it, be sure to check out our Day 1 video, which just briefly went up on the channel. And now we're back, and it is going to be another day of ERT, and there is a car driving in the park. That tells you the park is not open right now. So they were kind enough to open up a couple select rides for us this morning, including Mr. Freeze, Batman, Joker, Riddler Revenge, Texas Skyscraper, a bunch of stuff. But we're actually going to be starting things off with an exclusive tour of the Aquaman construction site, which sounds pretty cool. Let's see how it is. Here we go. So to get to the Aquaman site, we're actually crossing the train tracks and following them into the site. Watch your step. If you can't watch your step, watch your language.
This is a family park.
Check out these footers. They're like raised off the ground. Super weird. Like a bunch of them are like that.
The ride will launch backwards. It'll launch up this spike first. It'll come through, it'll go up that spike, and then it'll come backwards again up to that spike. When it's at the top of that spike, which is about a 90-degree max vertical, we have 6 seconds to fill that catch basin with about 100,000 gallons of water. So that's actually what our maintenance director is stressing over right now, is how he's going to fill that basin. And we'll get a peek inside the basin. It's really not as large as you think it would need to be. When you look at some of the video from the installation overseas, they've actually got a lake around their catch basin. We're obviously not going to have a lake, so we're real curious to see if that math actually works. So we're also, because of the turntable, I don't know who I've said this to or not, but we'll pick up about 731 rides per guest by adding the second. Not total, that's the total. So we were going to be around 300, 400. But it's all going to come down to how quickly we can fill that catch basin and how long we need to make the ride length. So
are you going to get wet on the train when it comes
down?
So
that's what we don't know. Because the splash will actually go that direction. In fact, we're building a huge wall. It's called a catch wall to catch the water to keep from knocking people over in the midway.
Sure.
So I don't know how much additional spray or splatter they'll get when the boat comes through the catch pole, but we think about probably right where you guys are standing, there may be some opportunity for our train riders to get wet.
So the entrance of this ride is actually going to be over here on this side of Justice League. Made it down to the far end of Aquaman. Here's that big hill. And the other end of the spike right here, you can see there's a gap missing in the track. That's where the turntable's going to go. That is the reason why this ride was delayed so long, and it's essentially going to double the capacity of this thing. Look at all this concrete and stuff they dug up. Just lying here in a pile. Here's Pandemonium. Here's Aquaman. And all that space right there where they're gonna fit in the splash pool. And all this will probably end up being queue space. Talk about getting up close to the track. Here it is. It's actually pretty wide right here. Well, that was pretty cool. What do you think, Scott?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm just curious as to how big this splash is going to be.
I am too.
And how much damage it's going to do. But I honestly think this ride's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about it gets so close to Pandemonium. We're wondering if you're going to be going around like this turn and then just bad timing, boom, now Pandemonium's a water ride.
Yeah, mock rides, like, I feel like at this point they could do no wrong, and I'm a big fan of them.
Oh
so
yeah, the fantastic company.
This will be no exception.
Absolutely. I'm literally so confused. Judge Roy was open for ERT, but we didn't get a chance to do it during ERT because we were like, oh, we'll just do it later. And now it's closed. That's so weird. What? It's just operating. This freaking ride.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, hello.
I'm a little late to the party. Sorry guys, I slept in.
So we just did 3 back-to-back backseat rides, the 5 of us on Shockwave.
I'm a little dizzy.
Oh my gosh!
No, yeah.
I lost all my vision. I couldn't see anything. I don't know what happened, but it was awesome.
He's a little out of it. Honestly, I am too. That is fantastic. The airtime is amazing. When you come here, you have to do Shockwave in the back, and I am not just saying it. Like in the front is not even comparable.
Yeah.
Is.
Screw the airtime, I can't get over the double loops.
Yeah, the double loops are
my
really good,
God.
but I mean, that's the best airtime in the park.
We love Anton Smorgasbord. Right now,
Anton
he's
Smorgasbord! Next up is Runaway Mountain, a ride we did not do yesterday. Look at the waterfall. I hope this comes up on camera, but it's actually dyed red. Guys, I think we're back in Florida. Are there gators here?
I hope not.
There's a bigger dude right there under the water.
I want to jump in it. It's so hot here.
We tried to
There's real gators in there, Tanner.
Oh, I'm so scared.
And the award for most underrated roller coaster at Six Flags Over Texas goes to
Runaway Mountain.
Runaway Mountain. That thing's great.
It actually
That thing-
is. It was
like,
so fun.
It's what I wish Flight of Fear was.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Like in
can't
terms of
see
how
anything.
okay, in terms of how dark it is in there.
Yeah, and like all of it, like it has like really tight twists and turns, and like it'll just like drop all of a sudden, and you can't see anything.
Nothing.
So
Not your hand in front of your face.
You don't even know there's a drop there.
It makes me angry that I grew up with Skull Mountain at Great Adventure.
Yeah, yeah.
This exists.
This is a lot better. And at the end, there's this cool strobe light effect where you're going around this like demon creature and it's really loud. It sounds like a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Yeah, like the Stranger Things kind
Also
of.
like this crazy sideways drop where you just also bank
It's
really
this
fast. and you
really
drop,
sharp
and
bank.
You, like, really sharply go around and then you unbank really fast and it's like, what just happened?
Yeah, fantastic. Don't miss it when you come here to Six Flags Over Texas. All right, so if you come to Six Flags Over Texas, there's a good chance you're gonna get lost at some point. The pathway to the least of Titan is very confusing because it says picnic pavilions over there, and this is also the entrance that you take if you're using a flash pass to ride New Texas Giant, which for here for Lone Star Coasterthon, this is a skip the line. Lunch is served. We went to the street taco place, and the name of this taco is the best taco ever. According to Six Flags, this is the best taco ever. It is brisket. It's on like Indian naan bread. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
So this right here is a big area of refurbishment currently going on. And this area of the park looks a little weird. Normally there's a lot going on here, but I guess it was time for an update, hoping that this is a big improvement to this area, because I always thought this section looked kind of odd. Just took a ride on Pandemonium and it's brand new colors.
It is in fact pandemonium.
It is. You've never done anything quite like that, had you?
No, I have not. It was fun though.
Yeah,
Fun.
it spins a lot. We had 3 people, so the car was off balance.
The worst part is the brake run because
It
you're like
really
you're ready
is.
for it to be done, but it doesn't.
I love a good graveyard. Here we have this biplane. There's a dead dude in these bumper cars. I think they're both dead because they rammed each other too hard. Here's the flashback sign. That's the old boomerang that was here. And we got a boat, again, with a bunch of dead people in it. Look, we got chains and wheels for all the roller coaster nerds out there. All right, Six Flags Over Texas, you're doing a lot of things right this visit, but this really bothers me. I don't like how we have 3 aisles of chain right here, and it is not clarified at all what they are for, and I don't know which one I'm supposed to go down, so we're going down this one, and turns out they lead to nothing. Why are they here? And this right here is the only indicator that this is where you go for Flash Pass.
I feel like we're hunting.
And I guess this is where you go for the normal line, but there's no indicator that that's what you should do. I just really feel like they just need signs. Like, signs are not
This whole
difficult.
park is really confusing to like to get.
It's
where.
not the
It's
simplest
gotten to the
layout.
point where it's funny though.
You're like, I don't know where I'm going.
It's like you just completely end up in like the different spot where you thought you would, and
Yeah.
it's kind of gotten amusing now.
Excuse me. Put your phone away. Thank you. That is all. I almost passed out. Yeah.
Titan!
I grayed out so hard on that first helix. My whole body was like feeling fuzzy. It's like the little static that you get when you're watching TV and nothing will load. I hate when that happens. That ride is just so intense, man. It is
You
like...
said you think it's in your top 10.
I feel like it's in my top 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's something. It's a weird ride, but man, like after that one, I'm like, I need some water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so remember how I was like, Six Flags Over Texas layout is confusing. I swear I've never seen this building before in my life, and I have no idea where I am. There's an ice cream place, and all these pathways, and I guess there's a membership lounge up here, but I literally, like, I have no concept of where we actually are. Oh, just kidding, I walked like 15 feet straight ahead and found Davey's Barbecue. I know where we are, now we're good. Woo! Turn up, we got Peter Rabbit and Donald Duck here. Made it to a section of the park that we haven't spent much time in, and next up we're gonna do...
Not that, we're gonna do this.
No, yeah, classified. We're not allowed to tell you what this maze is about because
Highly classified
it's classified. Why does this maze literally lead through this like weird fence thing on the other side of Batman? Hey, scooch, 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 scooch. The people need to see. Ah, yes, I love a good backstage area. Okay, you know what was really good? Not that. No, the maze we just went through, the classified one. I know we said it was classified, but we're gonna talk about it anyways. It was so cool. It was like Stranger Things. It's like this like hospital kind of like investigation.
It was more like Area 51 meets like Stranger Things.
And there's a bunch of aliens there. And it was cool.
I love aliens, and I was actually like kind of sad that I was too scared to like stop and look around. Because I would have really liked to look at the displays because they were really cool.
Yeah. But, ooh. Is this another one? What is this? The Drop-In. The Drop-In?
Oh, is this a different one?
Drop-In. Do Drop-In.
The government's anti-supervillain task force, Argus. Let me show you these things, so you can stay in contact during the mission. There's also...
There we go.
I'm gonna lose.
Just got off Justice League, and honestly, that ride's in pretty rough shape. It has definitely seen better days. Yeah, so the music wasn't working the entire time, which is awkward because there were just moments where there's nothing, and it was
just exit sign.
Yeah, it was weird. Several of the effects weren't working. The projectors, I don't know what was wrong with them. You could like barely even see the screens sometimes.
One of them was very blue.
Yeah, one of them was blue. One of them was like not even entirely like centered on where the screen was gonna be. I don't know, it was kind of disappointing to see because I've done this one when everything was working fine, and several of the Justice Leagues where it's like a flawless run through.
So I like that this is the one time when we get off a shooting ride that you don't mention your score because you didn't win.
I was gonna say, are you gonna tell the audience?
Yes,
your
I
score?
did not win, but that like I don't care. I don't know.
Oh yes, you do.
Well, who did win? Are you not even gonna mention me?
Congratulations on winning.
I came in dead last.
As
I always do.
usual. Only at Six Flags Over Texas, the pink thing. They were all out of pink thing, but I got Dippin' Dots instead. So, you know, it could be worse. Actually, no, that was a really good day. It was a really fun end to Lone Star Coasterthon. The Aquaman tour this morning was great, and having these skip the lines to use at every single attraction especially made it all worth it. And the mazes were good too. It was just a really, really solid weekend. Like, I seriously can't recommend this event enough. Like, I don't know how many parks will put on events like this where they say, yeah, we're gonna give you a ERT on every single roller coaster or construction tour, skip the lines for the entire weekend, and on top of that, they showed our documentary the night before at Six Flags headquarters. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. It was a really, really fantastic time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, make sure to stay tuned for more videos here at Coaster Studios, and we'll see you next time.